You know, a few years ago, I would have never thought of myself as a Nintendo fan. I've always been a fan of Sony, really, to the PlayStation, and grew up on the first PlayStation. It's my favorite console. Like, that was my whole childhood. I then got the PS2. My stepdad picked it up, and I thought it was so cool. It was like PlayStation, well, 2. It was the upgrade. It was awesome. And now I'm finally rocking a PlayStation 3. Got that just a few years ago, honestly. Got really late. And now we're in the next generation. There's a PlayStation 4, there's an Xbox One somehow, and there's the Nintendo Wii U. I never owned a Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, or Wii, so why do I own the Wii U? To be honest, I think it's a little bit nostalgia. I know it's weird that I'd be nostalgic of Nintendo if I grew up on Sony all my life, but to be honest, I think it's actually my taste of games. Outside of indies, how often do you continue to see PlayStation or Xbox give home to the colorful, vibrant worlds that PlayStation did back in the 90s and the early 2000s? Some games exist, sure, but not nearly to the same extent. In a world in love with the dark and the gritty, the survival horror and the action shooter, much more akin to colorful and lighter worlds, sunlit skies, beautifully green grass, and tunier characters. I desire more of that aesthetic we've grown to love from Japan than that modern realistic look of the West. Don't get me wrong, while once in a while a dark realistic game is what I'm in the mood for, that's more an exception than the norm. I don't think aesthetic is the only reason, but I think it's the most obvious one for why I've grown fond of this console generation. I look at the PS4 and not many games in the library interest me. Final Fantasy Type 0 is the only game I'm not already playing on my PS3, and it's just not a system seller to me. But the Wii U, it's brought me Bayonetta, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Wind Waker HD, Hyrule Warriors, Nintendo Land, Scribblenauts, even. Super Smash Brothers, of course, Super Smash Brothers, how could I forget that? You know, I'll be working on getting Super Mario 3D World and Yoshi's Woolly World. You know, I'll be right on there when Xenoblade Chronicles X and Zelda U come out as well. I've been a Sony fanboy all my life, but it doesn't seem I'm the kind of gamer in their sights anymore. It's a shame the Wii U isn't faring very well in the market, because this is the console that I want lasting a while. This is a console I want to be proud of, to hold a good sized library for, to look forward even more into its future. NX is on the horizon, and that actually disappoints me, because I don't feel like I'm done with the Wii U. Not quite yet.